Welcome to my house. As you can see, I've knocked over many chairs because I get so tilted at the towers.
As majority of you guys know, I really like the Godzilla films. However, one of my major critiques of some of the films are that some of the kaijus barely get any screen time. Thankfully, there's a lot of extended media that gives our beloved kaiju some more screen time, like the IDW comic, Godzilla Rivals. This is a series of one-shot comics created by IDW, which has Godzilla or another kaiju fighting another kaiju. They are also self-contained, which means these are easy to pick up and read. Today I'm going to talk about a few of them, beginning with Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah.
Hey, look. It's King Ghidorah.
This comic begins with humanity fighting who else but the Zillions. As humanity and the Zillions continue fighting, they eventually wake up Godzilla. Godzilla begins to attack anyone who gets in his way, so the Zillions transport him to Mars. Some time passes and Godzilla becomes entertainment for the Zillions. However, the crowd is getting tired of Godzilla fighting these small fry, and they want him to fight the reigning champion, Monster Zero, and thankfully, they got their wish granted. Meanwhile, humanity is trying to end the Zillion invasion by sending a small team to destroy their communication tower on their home planet of Mars. While preparing for liftoff, the Zillions attacked the human base, but they were able to launch the rocket in time. However, the team got attacked again by the Zillions, and they were forced to make an emergency crash landing. Unfortunately for them, they crash landed during the fight. After that happy landing, one of the teammates activated the EMP. Once again, they have terrible luck because King Ghidorah absorbed the entire thing and used it to kill Godzilla in one shot. Our human team was about to die, but thankfully they were saved by a resurrected Godzilla, and Godzilla begins to destroy anything that gets in his way. Thankfully, our human team escaped Mars, and now Mars belongs to the king of the monsters.
Gigan! Rise!
An alien insect announced that he's gonna take over the world, but first he's gonna defeat Earth's protector, Godzilla, with his kaiju, Gigan! Godzilla and Gigan begin to fight each other. Surprisingly, Gigan gets the upper hand and hits Godzilla with a Shoryuken. Two siblings are watching the fight, and the brother comments that the move that Gigan did looks familiar to his game. At first, the sister thought that he was talking nonsense, but when the brother's game froze, Gigan also froze at the same time. The sister thought that was kind of weird, so she hacks the game console to find out it was made by the aliens. In other words, Gigan his entire time was being controlled by gamers. Gigan was about to hit the final blow on Godzilla, but the sister creates a virus, destroying the entire game server. Godzilla takes advantage of the situation and crushed Gigan's head. The alien realized that this was a failure, so they try to run away, but Godzilla kills them with Gigan's chest saw. And once again, the Dave is saved. After the disappearance of Godzilla many decades ago, a girl named Robbie was fascinated on the idea of Godzilla, so she researched every myth and legend of Godzilla and his foes. One day, one of her friends mentioned that a weird message started playing on the radio, a message that mentions the name Batra. Now excited, Robbie and her friends tried to find Batra. After a week of research, they were able to pinpoint where Batra was hiding. After the reawakening of Batra, a group was formed believing that Batra will destroy all of humanity. Robbie believes the only way to save humanity is to find Earth's protector, Godzilla. After Godzilla is reawakened, he begins to fight Batra. However, Batra gets the upper hand. Seeing this, Robbie and her friends try to figure out a way to help Godzilla. Luckily for them, they met a woman who knows how to help Godzilla, and all they need to do is summon Mothra. And then out of nowhere, the robot companion FM starts singing Mothra's song. And after a while, Mothra arrives. She tells Godzilla and Batra to stop fighting. Mothra also tells Batra that destroying humanity will cause more chaos. Batra takes Mothra's advice and begins to fly away. The comic ends with Robbie saying goodbye to her friend Godzilla. The last one I'll be talking about today is Biolanta vs. Destroyer. And I don't know about you guys, but the Destroyer fella kinda looks familiar. Anyways, the story begins with Mita Sean forced to go with a coworker to get the most popular drink in town, the Bio 2. She didn't care about the drink, so she went back to work. Later that day, a hacker named Neil breaks into her lab. Neil explains that he was hacking the company and he found a weird file that mentions the name Biolantia. Yeah, it turns out that the CEO has been secretly resurrecting Biolantia, and not only that, but the Bio 2 drinks contain Biolantia seed, which turns people into plant zombies. Mina believes the best way to destroy Biolantia is create their own kaiju, Destroyer. And soon Destroyer starts going to his different forms and begins to fight Biolantia. But Biolantia was able to transform into her perfect form and kill Destroyer. For some reason I don't feel so good. Anyway, the fight gives Nita and Needles enough time to make a cure, so they use it to destroy Biollante as well as save everyone else. So that was Godzilla Rivals. Honestly, it's a really cool series. I recommend checking out if you haven't already. That being said, let me know what you guys think about the series, and I'll see you guys next time.